So, welcome. Can you not copy me?
My bad.
Thanks. Welcome to episode 5 of Chris and Dan's Personal Space Show.
5 already?
Episode 5.
No shit.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to your air freshener. If you drink it, I would just have a heart attack.
And that's like pure Guatemalan like espresso.
Cocaine espresso.
I was drinking. He's like, don't
drink
a lot of that.
Don't do
like,
that.
Why not?
It's not
Like,
okay for you.
it's so good.
So good. So
Yeah.
So episode 5 of Chris and Dan's Personal Space Show. I'm Dan.
And I'm Chris.
Welcome.
About to get personal up in here.
About to get personal. I'm gonna write a song, hopefully by next week. I have
We talk about this so
I've
much.
started writing. I've started writing. Yeah.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I wrote a couple of riffs, and I'm gonna start recording and layering over stuff. I'm not gonna sing. It's just gonna be us. So, like we talked about. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
So it'll be fun. So last week was depression.
I learned a lot though.
Yeah.
Like just from talking about it.
Yeah, it was good. It was really. It was a good thing to talk about because I think everyone goes through it at some point in their life, more than others, obviously. Super relevant, good topic. I've got a lot of good feedback just from editing.
Really?
Yeah. I moved. This is my new home. Welcome.
Yeah, this is like we're in like this office in a big. It's pretty cool.
It's
and
nice.
It's big.
Yeah.
And it's cold.
It's really cold.
It's like haunted cold.
Yeah. It's like haunted cold down here. So yeah. My roommates have been watching me edit Depression this whole week, and they love it.
That's so awesome.
They're really excited about how it's turning out. So hopefully I'll get that up tonight.
Well, your girlfriend will probably love tonight's topic.
I hope so. And what is that, Chris?
Love.
We did it at the same time,
did we? It just felt me to feel it. It's there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll talk about love. I want to, the psychology of love.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go over what does work. Hopefully, I'm wanting to take away more of what doesn't, because I'm clearly practicing that. Like, I could throw a clinic on how to not have a relationship. I could teach, like, at Stanford level on how to fuck it up for yourself.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
yeah.
This heartbreaker over here.
Yeah, just a dog looking for his bone.
Maybe a bone looking for a dog.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm sorry, ladies. So today's gonna be on dating and love.
Are you dating anyone?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
We met her a couple weeks ago. She sat in on
Oh, was that recent?
She sat in on our... What?
It was that recent?
No.
Oh.
No, we met her. The show met her.
Oh, yeah.
She wasn't on camera at all, but the people know of her.
Okay.
So Taylor, I've been dating Taylor for coming up on 2 years in a couple of months here.
Is it love?
I think so. I don't know. We'll get into that.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. We'll discover things. So today is love and dating. Love and dating. So
love and dating. It just sounds just like, ugh.
So first on the agenda, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. What is love? How do we define love?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's like a feeling.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know if it's real. I feel like it's just an expression of endearment.
Okay. So love can be action. Love can be actions.
Yeah, that's how you can express it. But there's like a science behind love. I know it's like serotonin, oxytocin, and all these other things, and love hormone. I mean, I think it's also just something in the brain. But a lot of people are gonna hate that I say that. But
well, there's truth to it.
I hope
there's truth to it.
I really do. I don't know where we left off at.
I don't know. So we had to cut. My roommates came home and the garage went up and we were chatting with them for a while.
It's just a big thing. Oh, it's cool.
So later on, Guillermo's going to come down. That's my roommate, Guillermo. He's going to come down, sit in the corner behind camera, and be our laugh track. So just be ready for that.
Cool. A lot of change. We're open to anything.
Cool. So where we left off.
How about what do you think love is?
What do I think love is? I think, dude, That's a big question.
It's just real, and I just want a small
just
answer.
just keep it really simple.
You're
but,
good.
But what makes you feel like a human?
Yeah.
Just okay.
Sum that up.
No, I mean, love is complicated. It can be frustrating. It can be something that's elusive for a lot of people. For me,
Well, that's the effect of it, right?
yeah.
Or the result, something that comes out of what we think it is. Like, what do you really, like, below that? What do you think makes it? Oh, now it's love instead of lust.
Okay. I think the difference there is there being a deeper level of caring, making someone a priority in your life. Yeah.
Oh, I totally agree.
Having someone become a priority in your day-to-day life. Like, not just like, oh, they'll probably like this if I get it from the grocery store. But it's more like, if I do this with my life, how is this going to affect my future with them?
Yeah, like that one song. Everything I do it for you. That song.
Yeah, I don't know.
Open your eyes, girl. We'll link it in the. We're not gonna link it. What's that song called?
I don't know.
Anyways, but yeah.
Anyway.
Like you're always putting your lover first. You're saying, or
Well, when that
No,
becomes natural, I think.
Oh,
when that,
yeah.
When that becomes natural,
Yeah.
I think that's a big sign of the fact that you're in love.
yeah.
Right.
I always I've been in like a couple of serious long-term relationships, and then what would happen? Like I was thinking like that, and then all of a sudden I just get pissed at them, and then
When it doesn't matter that you're mad.
yeah.
I think it's another big.
Like
part.
I would forget like what her intent is. Oh, always remember. Like I wouldn't. Like I would just think, what a bitch. She did that to make me do more things or
Gotcha.
something. So you're saying love is. I don't know. I feel like sometimes people can say, oh, I do love that person, but just fucking hate that person too.
That's love.
That's love.
That's really love.
When
Yeah.
you fucking hate them.
When you can hate them and still come home to them.
Yes.
Or you just turn bitter and go to marriage counseling.
You
It doesn't work.
You just stomach it long enough.
Get
and then-
ulcers and cancer.
Yeah, sex is just a thing. It's not like I want to. It's just a.
more uncomfortable
We
without
have
it.
to do that. Just yeah. That's awful.
So
I really interrupted you. Sorry about that.
no, you're fine. So Guillermo's here behind camera.
What up,
Hey,
man?
guys.
Hey.
What's up?
So the science of love. What makes love in your brain is the question. What are the things that
Oxytocin, serotonin.
dopamines, epinephrine, adrenaline. In this one study from Harvard Department of Neurobiology, so a little credible.
We'll see.
Well,
I
I don't know. They did fMRIs, so functional
Shit,
MRIs,
that's-
on
yeah.
2,500 college students, while these students viewed pictures of someone that meant something special to them, compared to scans to ones taken while the students looked at pictures of acquaintances.
Okay.
So if I was having an fMRI done on my brain, and the scientist showed me a picture of you versus a picture of Taylor, my brain would react differently.
Would it react differently versus Taylor versus just somebody who would give you a boner?
Maybe. That was inconclusive. Yeah, it says right here, boner material was inconclusive.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad they brought that up. 'Cause I don't want the research to be biased.
Boners.
Boners.
I'm here all night, guys.
Yeah, Guillermo's our laugh track.
He gets it.
Yeah, he gets
That
it.
guy gets it.
It's gonna end up being like those two Muppets that just like
Oh,
stay
up in the corner there.
Stettler and Waldorf.
Yeah.
Look at him!
I'll
Yeah.
pop in and out. It'll be
Yeah, so
fine.
feel free to like riff on us and heckle us while we're
Heckle.
doing
Yeah,
this.
don't worry about it.
He's like, fag! Faggot! Like, whoa, hey,
man.
Whoa, I'm a professional.
never
human being
mind.
myself,
I'm just like,
man.
never mind.
I gotta hold up my professional credibility here.
Wrong! Alright, we're getting off track.
So, chemicals that work during romantic love are oxytocin, vasopressin hormones
Oh, yeah.
that have roles in pregnancy, nursing, mother-infant attachment, released during sex by skin-to-skin contact.
Hell yeah.
Oxytocin deepens feelings of attachment that make couples feel closer to one another after having said sex.
See,
I
that's why
just kind of walk away afterwards.
yeah.
Just gonna leave the room.
It's time for a beer.
Her mom's on me like, oh. But that's why I'm saying I think love is just, it could also just be like
So is love a
result of chemicals. And
But
then
what makes those chemicals release? Certain situations like sex.
physical things that happen to your body.
Right. Adrenaline is a big part of it. There was a study way back in the day, I think in the 70s. I'll have to find it for the description, but there's a study where a guy would stop women walking across a bridge in New York.
Oh, I heard about this one.
Yeah, and the bridge was real
Ask
shaky.
them for their number.
It would bounce. Like the bridge would bounce as he was giving them this bullshit questionnaire because it was totally irrelevant to their study. The study was how many phone numbers he could get just asking this questionnaire after having some contact with this woman, or as opposed to how many phone numbers he would get after walking them across this dangerous bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Because the adrenaline in your system, like if you're close to someone and you have adrenaline in your body, you feel safer with them afterwards because you're done with the adrenaline.
Yeah.
It's that lingering effect that, well, I was in danger, but I was with them, so I felt safer.
That's what love could just be, a total manifestation of just
I bet
underlying
anything.
biology.
I didn't look this up beforehand, but I bet anything that there are studies where people have been injected with these levels of hormones in their brain and felt love.
Dude, look at people who roll all the time. All those I love everything.
Well,
Yeah.
think of ecstasy. This is a throwback to, I think, episode 3, MDMA. No, the first one.
Yeah.
Happiness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
happiness.
Happiness is just drugs.
Um,
It's just ecstasy. I
that's
swear to God.
all it is. What about, oh, and then referring back to depression,
Depression.
there's that new,
I saw that episode.
Yeah.
what'd you think, depressing?
It was good.
Oh, it was so good, I just had to turn it off. I didn't want to like ruin the rest of my life.
I cried a little bit.
But
it was
like
a good cry.
trans, was it trans something? It's something. TMI. Too much information. But no, they put a magnet up to your head and they shoot a pulse.
Oh, yeah, TEM.
TEM. They use that for depression
Yeah.
therapy. So that's all it is. Just like
Just
manipulating your brain to feel something different. I wonder if they could do that like with love. Like,
why not?
And bink boner. Or some, I don't know, but like.
It's that easy.
Yeah.
Bink, like my wife now. Like she's
I'm
totally like
I've
really into,
reconciled all my differences with my family.
yeah, totally into fat chicks. Just
I
getting,
don't know how I feel about that.
yeah, maybe she
Right.
get some more love.
Yeah.
More
I,
to
I
love.
need some love. Oh, wow.
Drooling.
It's actually lobotomy.
Yeah,
It's just just a magnetic lobotomy.
but yeah, like I think you could learn to love too.
Yeah.
And
But is it just an accumulation of all those experiences releasing all those hormones?
that's why I really believe.
Is you believe love can be mimicked by chemicals?
Yes.
I think so too.
Feeling. I believe you can even think yourself into.
And if believing you're in love.
People do it all the time.
What if it's just like who can you stomach until you die?
Isn't that all love is?
Yeah.
That's all love is. Who can you not kill for the rest of your life?
Yeah, it's like, why just the thought of being like, oh, every day is her first. That's just, I can't grip that.
I understand.
But if you can, and I'm not trying to take away from it, it's just I haven't felt that yet, or in my experience, I don't know.
It's not easy. It's elusive. It's slippery. Because even in this relationship now, like I know I love Taylor.
Yeah.
I don't really have a question about that. And some days I feel it more than others. And like, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, some days it's just you gotta go through the motions and nothing's really amazing and you're not, enthralled by the feeling. And some days, yeah, you can't describe it, but it's there.
Yeah, it's like, even though you're with a person or you think you love them, you still, what I had to learn the hard way is like you have to keep doing things or working on yourself or with the relation. I just thought, because it just went shitty after 4 years. We were throwing shoes at each other towards the end and just
Oh my God.
fucking hate sex and then just hating each other more. And it's because I just gave up anything I had to like do things.
Gotcha.
But yeah. What's next?
What makes relationships work?
Oh, I don't know.
Nothing. Nothing makes relationships work.
Just
Just self-hate.
Self-hate. Well, when you feel bad enough about yourself, when you feel bad enough about yourself,
You look pathetic.
you look pathetic and you just go to any port in the storm. And that's love. That's real love.
That is real love.
Oh my
Because
god.
this one horrible, I always reference to the horrible relationships. I've been in short ones where we broke up because I was like, it's not going to work. But it was a good relationship, but I just didn't want to drag it on anymore.
Okay.
But, so I'm always referencing to my shitty, god damn, I gotta stop doing it. But like, when we would fight, because she was ex-army, so she was kind of like masculine a little, not as feminine as I would like.
Okay.
So, when she would get mad, like, instead of becoming more like feminine, she would like just try to be like a dude, and I would fucking hate it. Like, that's how like she would become, like,
Okay.
start yelling.
Ah.
And then me,
Well, it's not good anywhere.
yeah, oh, it was awful, because she's just she's being a c*** in my head.
Oh.
I probably shouldn't say that.
No.
She was being
I'm gonna like.
See you next
I'm gonna have to edit that.
I'm gonna censor that out.
Yeah, see what like this love thing brings out people?
Wait,
She was
cut is
No.
too bad now?
It's just not good for a podcast.
it hits the brain and you're like, oh.
Oh god.
I mean, that's a totally objective thing. I
Mhm.
actually love the word cunt. I think it's hilarious.
More of that.
I'm fine with it, but I think the everyday walk around viewer that we might have would feel such a BB gun to the side of the head, just like oh fuck,
Oh,
damn it.
no,
I mean,
no, we can't have this.
In
It's
the
like
last
real.
episode, we laughed about depression, so...
We laughed
And
in
that's
the
why I
face
liked
of
it.
depression.
Yeah, ha ha ha. Depression was like,
Ah!
depression was like, ha ha, right back. Open your mouth at me. I'm depression.
All right. So
I'll make you sick.
what makes relationships
I don't know.
work?
I don't know. You go first, because I'm
All right.
not gonna help.
In my experience, it's communication, honesty, it takes a lot of compassion. You have to also just be blind and deaf willingly half the time. Or if you don't take anything at face value and you start overthinking everything they say and you can't talk about that,
Yeah.
that's when it breaks down. That's when you have no communication, and that's when it doesn't work.
Oh, I know exactly. Okay, so we're talking about things that do work.
Things that do work, yeah, you have to have communication. You have to be compassionate. You have to ignore a lot of stuff. I know it's like probably not a great thing to believe.
Just ignore
You just have to ignore like little
things that piss me off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like when they do something
But then,
that
then
bugs you.
if that like stacks up and you don't talk, well, then you said communicate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then if you can't communicate that you're frustrated with this,
That will stack up, because
it will stack up. That's
I
called,
would explode.
That's actually a marriage and family term, battle packing.
Oh fuck.
I learned that in one of my sociology classes way back in the day. Battle packing. That's when like every time, I don't know, you touch the microphone
You're like, I
and
just don't like
it
that.
dies for a second.
Yeah.
It's just like I just keep that as ammo. And when I want to go to war, I take out my battle pack and bring up all of these issues.
Then it's like resentment.
No one's ever been in the situation where you're having an argument about one thing and then it turns to a whole different old, dead, tired subject and you're just like, what the fuck was that? We weren't talking about your mom at all.
I know exactly what you're talking about, though. Like,
That's battle packing.
I feel like
When you
I'm
hang
there all
on-
the time.
When you hang on to a backpack of grudges just to take out as ammunition.
I know exactly. And then when they do something that pisses you off, then it's like
You do it
just
too.
rejection. Now I'm just like, anything you do, I don't like you at all. Like, I hear what you're saying. So
Yeah.
communicate that shit.
You have to just be honest about your gripes.
Yeah.
You have to. There's nothing you can do about that. If you don't want to be honest about your gripes, then you won't have that situation for long. that's as far as it goes.
Like, hey, I don't like when you. I just want to talk about it. When you put your finger there.
I knew you were gonna say that. I fucking knew you were gonna say that.
But you don't talk about it, she'll just keep doing it until it's like one day it's all the way down to the knuckle, and now you resent having sex with her because it's you don't talk about it. And every time she talks about sex, now it's you reject her. That's totally it's
In case anybody
Proven.
didn't pick up what we're putting down, we're talking about fingers in the butt.
I'm talking about fingering Chris's butthole.
well not Are yours too? Everyone's buttholes out there.
Fingering
The metaphorical butthole.
the metaphorical butthole. Yeah.
That's anti-love. Unless you're into that, then that is love.
That's a way of expressing love. So
Oh, I love you. Oh, God damn it. Love you
So-
so much.
so what makes it work? Tolerating those.
Are these your, like, what
those
works
jabs.
for you?
That's what I know works for me.
Okay.
Those are things I've figured out and that I've been told and practiced and integrate into my own life, that you have to be blind and deaf to those little, like when they're pissed off and hungry and they're just being mean for no reason. You just gotta let that shit go, because you can be angry about it and carry that into a full-blown argument, or just like, all right, fuck it, I'm not gonna do that. You're being a pain right now, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna let it go. You're gonna take 10 minutes, eat that bowl of food, and shut the fuck up for a while.
Yeah.
You can't say any of that. You're just like, do you want some food?
You just eat this. Stop it. Why did you put cupcake all over? You looked hungry. I don't know.
God, I don't know.
But yeah, I think it's really important that, like, in your relationship, I'm in one now, but it's not like yours. Like, oh, we call every day.
Okay.
It's more like we meet up every 2 weeks on the nights, where we'll see a movie, and that's about it. No, she doesn't do the finger thing. I don't love her.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
But it's really, because like every woman that, like, I've been doing this app where people with herpes who want to meet other people with herpes, Tinder. Yeah, I'm on it. And so on those dates, they always want to let me know right off in the beginning, I've been hurt. I've been cheated on.
Yeah, because you're
I've
a
been
human.
hurt.
Because you're a human and you date
And I've
guys.
lost
Why else
love.
are you on Tinder?
I know. I just
Right?
want to be like, shut the fuck up. Everyone has.
We're all
Oh,
here
who
for the
cares?
same
You're not
fucking reason.
special.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. As
Well, and they have this barrier up, and and you can't. They
Yeah.
just have this generalization about who you are.
I'm
everything you are.
I actually met my girlfriend on Tinder.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
Been
it.
dating for like 2 years now. And the first night we were texting, she's like, I tried looking you up and I can't find you. Are you a serial killer?
Yeah, that's something to think because you're
Well,
on
because
Tinder.
it's Tinder for one. But my response is what disarmed her entirely.
What?
I said, if I was a serial killer, I would tell you no. Right? If I say yes, you're not going to believe me. I'm
That's
not a serial
such a
killer, but I'm going to say
psychologist.
yes, I'm a serial killer. Just because I know you're not going to believe either way.
Right there,
So-
she's probably like, fuck.
Damn.
Maybe serial killers would say yes,
Oh.
just to throw you off.
Our first date, we were...
Just a horrible question. It's like,
After our first date, we'd like been joking around about me murdering people and chopping her up into tiny pieces, and it was a lot of fun.
tiger out. I was like, this is how tight it is. She's like, oh, it's really bad.
So on our first date, we got like brunch. Went back to her place. I showed her some jujitsu. So I actually had her in a headlock on our first date. Yeah. It was
Were the pants off or something? Or
no.
Oh,
no,
so,
pants were on.
okay.
So like we're like kissing on the couch for a while, and I start like.
He just.
This headlock. Yeah, you like that bitch?
So we were kissing on the couch after our first date, and like I start like poking her rib.
Yeah.
Like just start like poking her with my thumb into her rib. She's like, "What are you doing? Like that hurts." I was like, "No, I'm just like trying to find where your ribs are so I know where to stab."
Oh my god.
And I said that straight to her, and
She
she
looked
just
at you
she
like,
just
oh.
laughed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then that's your
First Tinder date went so well. I can joke about murdering her in her own home. She's not dead. She's still alive.
or raped. So you were just yourself the whole time.
Yeah.
So it sounds like.
Yeah,
Because usually you
just
can't
out
walk
there,
around
just
like
so out there.
that. And just being vulnerable and being like, this is who I am. It's okay if you.
You know, when it comes to dating, I've taken some advice from one space to another. I was once told that I'm not some guy I was talking to through work. He always said, I don't really worry about the crazy people I meet, like when they're overtly just nuts.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about that because it's all out on the table. All their weirds right there. It's the silent ones that really scare me.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you never know who they're.
You don't know what's going on. In the
Yeah.
But when they're nuts, it all comes out.
And that's them.
You know exactly what they're gonna do.
Mhm.
You know they're gonna be a little unpredictable, but within a certain spectrum.
That's good advice. Because usually on the first date, I'm not me because I don't want to
Scare them off?
Yeah.
No, man.
Or
You,
like-
you just let it out.
I'm just thinking, oh, I hope like we fuck soon and
Don't say that.
she calls me.
We can say
stuff. Yeah, I can say
you
that.
can say like, well, I hope you call me later.
Yeah. Or like I read books about like, oh, when is it too soon? I read the book of Tao. It's like a stupid book.
No, the Tao?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
You read that?
Yeah, no, I have a copy. One of my, I think I borrowed it. From
I
my
loved
friend's
it.
house. Yeah, the Tao Te Ching, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so good. So
Yeah.
good.
And
Like
I listened to him and who else? I listened to Corey. What's his name? Corey Wayne's
Corey Wayne's.
dating coach.
Okay, I'll
Um,
put him in the description.
yo, he's really good.
Awesome, cool. All right, let's move on. Proven stuff. Studied proof. So I found an article from Psychology Today that says, it's titled 8 Ways to Make Your Relationship Work Better. And this is from 2013, so I can't say it's out of date yet.
Yeah.
Communication. So just sharing.
Oh, you
Aspects
totally
of your life.
stole that before you said it.
Okay.
I knew it.
Acknowledgement. Simple thank yous are really appreciated.
Yeah.
Interdependence. So being independent with yourself, but sharing that with each other.
What do you mean, like?
Interdependence. So you're independent as your own person.
Oh, okay. Involving them in like decisions, and
Not
stuff like that.
not needing them, having your own independent life, but choosing to share that with them.
Oh, okay. I
Not-
like that.
yeah.
That's important. I should.
Just for your own pocket wallet. All right. Camera died. So because this is such a rigged setup. So yeah, that's my charging block that I'm using to power the camera right now. So 8 things.
Yeah.
8 ways to make your relationship work better. From Psychology Today, one is communication, acknowledgement, interdependence, which is where we stopped off. That's, we explained that. Playfulness, have fun together.
Oh, that's so important. Because it's like after a while, oh, stop it!
Stop
He's always like putting excitement in it. Like,
Acceptance, learning to accept their differences and faults.
it's the only way you can move to the next level.
Yeah.
What's the next level? What is she?
Well, the next one's positivity. I don't know what the next level means.
Does any of this stuff make you like want to barf a little?
Yeah, it
It
does.
just sounds
Yeah.
generic, but I know it's
It
true.
does. Well, it can be.
I feel like we don't practice it.
Yeah. Reinforcement and honesty. I think honesty should be way up there.
It should be first.
Higher on the list. Yeah, but hey, whatever. So that's Psychology Today. I agree with a lot of that. But
Thanks.
yeah, it
I
makes
feel
me
like I
puke
learned
a little.
nothing though. That's just how to be a person.
Most people can't do that.
No.
So,
No.
so we know. Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. Do you think you've had a relationship where some of these things would have been used?
Beneficial. I feel like we would use it in like the first couple months. Used all of it, and then it just
Dropped.
yeah. Like I would lose like attraction to them, and then now I'm looking at them through like a different filter where I'm like, oh, I fucking hate when you.
I hate when you. Bleh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like there'd be no divorces, I guess, if any of this was practiced.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
This is from also from Psychology Today in 2016. 7 behaviors that ruin a relationship.
Is it just the opposite?
It's just a picture of you. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Having the 7 things that ruin a relationship.
Well, first of all, what do you think will ruin a relationship? Like,
what do I think?
In real life,
Being
dating space,
in my personal opinion and
where
space,
it ruined it, and it could be your fault too, and her fault.
holding grudges. Yeah, battle packing. That's ruined a couple of relationships for me. Just like not being able to get over that little bullshit, that little day-to-day frustration, holding on to that stuff and making it a part of your relationship.
Yeah.
That's what ruins things for a lot of people.
Yep, same here.
Yeah, I mean, I've been through it. I'm sure whoever's going to watch could tell a story. And I'd love that. I would love if people put stories in comments.
Yeah,
I'd be so excited.
Then we not only laughing at ourselves, we can laugh at you.
Yeah,
Like
you could come into our personal space.
everything.
They could just come all inside of our
Was it-
personal space. first thing
Yeah.
that ruins relationships. Having angry reactions to feedback instead of being open to it. Being closed off to feedback.
There's a lot of people at work who do that, yeah.
It's really hard to give your friends feedback. It's hard to give someone you're in a relationship with feedback.
So that's like, I would say, would prevent the number one, the communication, because you're like, all right, just...
Well, if they bite every time you give them any kind of constructive criticism, you're not going to want to communicate. You have to be able to accept feedback.
Right,
You know?
like, yeah, I guess I was being a dick back there.
Yeah, exactly. You have to be open to the idea that you need feedback also. Because if you don't need any feedback, then you're just a narcissist.
Which I think every female is. Seriously, all the females want... Seriously, here's my advice for men, not women. Men. I feel like if you want to have a good relationship, you have to make sure you act like, oh, you're the only woman every day. She needs to feel like she's seen. Like, oh, you have to make her feel super safe everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Just make her way too big of a deal.
Okay.
Yep, that's it. Like, oh, wow, thanks. Like, not like sarcastically, but,
Yeah,
you know.
just like too big. Yeah, no, I understand.
Like, what the fuck? It's just I cooked it. No, wow, so good. All this food. She'd probably leave you.
Yeah,
Next step.
I would. So number 2, that ruins relationships: being closed off to being closed to new experiences instead of open to new things. So just not wanting to try new things with your partner. If you do the same thing every day, I wouldn't stay in that relationship either.
Yeah, that playfulness that you're talking about.
Yeah, that was from the other article from Psychology Today. Number 3, using deception and duplicity instead of honesty and integrity.
Again, just the other except opposite.
Yeah, not doing the other things that we talked about.
It's like, basically, it's heroin, remember?
Overstepping boundaries.
Okay, what is that?
The butthole.
Yeah, no. Why would you... And then we're going to have to communicate
There's a
about
picture
this.
of a butthole.
Yeah, that's so weird. It's got the line through it.
Yeah, we don't want to go to that party. We don't like that kind of food. We like to go there. Starting to see them... When one person starts to see themselves as a unit instead of an individual, that's under this boundary thing. That's really annoying too. I was hanging out with a bunch of friends, and this young couple was at the table with us for this dinner party we had at this restaurant.
Yeah.
And this guy, he's 25. The girl, she's still in college. She's maybe like 19, 20. That's fine. You know, they were a nice couple. But what really threw me was when the waitress came up and ordered food. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll have this, and she'll have a Coke." Right? That's what I did. It wasn't like she doesn't get to say. Like it was their relationship. That's how she just wanted him to do that.
Oh, she needed that alpha. Like
Maybe
order for me, and
I mean, it might have been a cultural thing too.
were they?
They're Pakistani. So I don't know about that. That's what they were.
No,
and
it's
that's how
definitely
they acted.
that's definitely a cultural thing.
It could be, but he did that the whole night.
Oh shit!
The whole night.
You will have another bite. She will.
He ordered her food.
Wow. Wish a woman would do that for me. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It threw me off though, because I was just like, "Does she want a Coke, motherfucker?" I was like, "No, she's drinking it. It's fine."
Oh yeah.
Calm down.
Girls in the U.S. would be like, "Fucking, what do you?
What?
I say I'm fat? I need to diet?" No. It's just I tell you. Oh, it'd be so.
You would be up shit creek. Oh yeah, so fast.
Die alone. This is how to die alone.
The next one is showing a lack of affection.
Okay.
And inadequate, impersonal, or routine sexuality instead of physical affection and personal sexuality.
Masturbation versus having sex?
Basically using them to masturbate instead of...
Using their body is... Alright, thank you. And then
just put her back on the shelf.
wipe yourself off.
Yeah, that would be impersonal.
Wow.
Yeah. Routine.
Using their body like that?
That's basically what it's saying. Like, don't do that.
It's like I'm passionate. Alright.
At least make it personal.
Just like stare at her.
Yeah, the whole time.
Don't blink.
At all.
Just look.
Just breathe really heavily.
Stare at her. She's
Uh,
like, okay.
I can't even look at you in the
Weird.
Misunderstanding instead of understanding. All right.
Well, okay, that is so easier said.
But not being able to understand. Only misunderstanding. Like interrupting them when they're trying to explain themselves.
Sure.
Not being willing to hear their side.
Misunderstanding instead of understanding. Fuck this person who wrote that.
Distorting what they're saying. Picking them apart. Projecting their negative qualities. This is all in the list here. We may view them or see them as more critical, intrusive, or rejecting than they are because we grew up with those people that had those qualities. So putting your shit on them and not being able to just hear what they're saying and have a conversation.
Yeah.
I've seen that a lot. I've been through that a lot. Haven't you? Being manipulative, dominant, or submissive is the last one. That's interesting.
I can't agree with that because, like that one example you just said, that's what worked for their relationship, being dominant or submissive for the female.
Maybe, but maybe in a situation where that's not like widely accepted. Maybe that's not like an integral part of your relationship. Maybe just acting that way.
Oh, like that's not valued. That's
yeah.
We don't value that.
When someone just acts dominant.
Okay, I get it.
I mean, that's when you get into the realm of abuse.
Right. That's
and like when someone's intentionally submissive, that turns into maybe even like an emotional abuse. So
okay.
Of course, far ends on the spectrum here, but I think it's still relative. Yeah.
I feel like
So our next thing on the list. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
no. What's the list say?
What's the list say? Why they didn't work.
Oh.
So, what's a relationship that didn't work, and why did it not work?
For me?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't have to feel like okay, good. At least I'm not that fucking kind of a pig.
Yeah, right. So, when I was in college, I was dating this girl that I knew from like high school.
Yeah.
We became friends over the years and started dating into college, and it ended terribly. It ended like explosively and violently. Not actually violently, just like
the 4th of July.
just like concussively. It ended. Yeah, it was bad. So we just started arguing all the time over like the year and a half we were dating. Just like the first month or the first like 6 months were awesome.
Yeah,
it was
it always
honeymoon
is.
the whole way through.
Yeah.
And then it just dropped off hard. We would argue constantly, like full on down and out fights.
And then isn't that weird? Like you don't break up. It's like
Because there were good times in between, but for
the thought of breaking up, you're like, that's worse. And
Right?
you just keep like
just stay in this shitty relationship.
where it's
why?
like goes way too long.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. It's just you wake up with just energy again. You're like, why am I just
God.
fucking? And I don't even know where it come from.
Yeah.
And then you just
So we would just fight and fight and fight
fuck.
for like a month. It was just a continuous argument for like a month, and it should have ended there. It totally should have, but it didn't, and it just dragged on. And
Would you still have sex too, like fighting or?
it was
Yeah.
mostly it was just makeup sex, not even like the good kind.
Yeah.
It was just because it was constantly makeup sex.
Well, makeup sex isn't bad, is
But
it?
when that's all you have, it's just like, okay, we fought and now we're gonna
Yeah.
It's
and
just-
you
it
just
turned
kind of walk away from it like
just like I don't feel better now.
shower. Get this filth off
So
me.
we both held a lot of grudges.
Yeah.
We both would like do the battle packing thing. She held a lot of shit against me all the time. I couldn't get over.
How old were you at the time?
I was 19 to 21.
Well, nobody tells kids like how to have a mature
No, but that's
thought and
part of growing
relationship.
up. It's a bloodbath dating.
I wish they would just tell us in the
Yeah,
beginning.
just like
you
don't
know?
do that.
Yeah.
Never do that.
Oh, it's about her, not you. What? Yeah, no, the whole time.
No. So, and I'll kind of segue into the horror story section of this because
It sounds horrific right now.
it got bad.
That's turmoil.
It got
I
really
hate
bad.
when it goes daily like that.
I started becoming really good friends with someone I'm friends with now. She lives in the city, and the girlfriend at the time had no idea of how to accept me becoming good friends with this girl.
Okay.
So
Like jealousy.
straight up just petty, neurotic jealousy. And so one day she literally told me just like you can't be friends with her anymore. She gave me that ultimatum.
No options.
She just gave me, she gave me that ultimatum.
That's so mature.
Like, you pick her or me.
You eat kale every day,
Oh, God.
or we're done.
Oh, God.
You're like, okay, well,
Getting a burger.
real quick.
So, yeah, she gave me that ultimatum.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that because that's bullshit.
You said that?
Yeah.
Good for
I said
you.
it's bullshit. And she says, well, just fucking man up and grow a pair. And I just like, what? So I just like left. I just left the apartment. I wasn't living with her. I left the apartment and I was just like so distraught over it that I just like went to the local beach and just like sat on a rock in the wind.
That is
Just like thinking.
Yeah, I've never
It was
been
intense.
anywhere. Well, except with like when people die, I just want to be left alone to think.
Right? Yeah.
But jeez.
Yeah, yeah. So that's
But that's a mature way to go about that.
that was that
instead of just
relationship.
like shouting,
Yeah. Well,
man up.
no,
Yeah.
she told me to grow a pair. And I was just so deeply offended I had to leave for a while, for a
What
couple
an
of hours.
unhappy individual.
Oh, it was so bad. And when I came
Makes someone
back,
feel that way.
after I came back, she's just like, "What are you gonna do?
Oh.
What are you gonna do about it?" I'm just like, "I don't
Not
really
even
know."
like, look, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, nothing.
This is how
No.
I feel.
Yeah, no, nothing. Yeah, nope. And that conversation spurred on until it just got so toxic. And horror story segment. That was the argument.
Worse. It gets worse.
That was the argument I was telling you about earlier off camera. She started this argument because she was uncomfortable. She kept it going for like a month because on her mom's
Why would you want to make anyone feel like that if you like them?
on her mom's advice, she said, "Make him mad enough to where you think he's gonna hit you.
Yeah, that's.
And if he doesn't, he's good. If he does,
I can't-
out the door."
I can hardly believe it.
Shockingly, her parents are divorced.
Wow.
Had been for a long time.
I wonder what the dad's advice would have been. Alright, well, if he puts in your butt, you dump him. Goes in the vagina, then your butt, then you marry. Like, if he hits you,
Then he's bad.
like, you need to check if he'll hit. What? How's that even a
So I want
thing?
to point out a few toxic layers
Wow.
because it's not just like face value toxic. That's layers of bullshit going on. So first, her mom gave her that advice, and then she took it.
Oh, yeah, so mental illness runs in the family.
I think so. So not only did this girl actively try to make me mad enough to the point that she was willing to put herself in harm's way, like violence, domestic battery harm's way,
That's like a.
just to prove a point, I guess? I don't know. So she wanted to get hurt to prove a point.
Her and a bunch of girlfriends should start like a female jackass, except with their feelings, because that's basically what they're doing. Like, they know it will result in me getting hit the fuck really hard.
The second layer of bullshit is that her mom was willing to put her in harm's way.
I didn't even think about it.
Right? That's what bugged me for years after.
She's got this big.
Her mom was willing
told ya.
to put
I
her
told
daughter
ya.
in a household, in a violent
Oh
household,
my god!
to prove a point.
I can see like she's just, like the mom. Like you go over there for dinner. I can see like. She's pointing out like above the mantle. See, we got like all the KFC different size NASCAR buckets. Here, right here, we got the Dale Earnhardt Jr. bucket.
No, her
chicken
parents,
in it. That is insane.
It was nuts. Oh my god. Yeah, so that was bad.
Trailer park trash.
No, her parents were both physical therapists. They had beautiful houses separately. They were just nuts. So yeah, that's my horror story. So what's yours? What's your horror story relationship?
No, they're both like neurosurgeons. What?
Yeah, man. No, it was bad. It was real bad. So what's your horror story? What's your
It's
relationship? horror
nothing
story?
but fucking. Well, Jesus, that's.
So we broke up because she sucked. That's that's the end of it.
because she's not the C word, but different. Like every word around it,
Yeah.
sprinkled with little C's. I can't believe she said. Well,
Yeah.
if it hits you, he's a keeper. You throw
Yeah.
that one back in the.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
What a
know.
horrible metaphor.
So what's your horror story?
Well, okay. One chick turned a lesbian on me, and I didn't.
The spatula.
It was like her.
You are the spatula flipping them.
And I blame myself because yeah, flipping them. What?
I don't know.
Like I
All right, go on with your story.
I don't know, Like at the time, I was like totally had this like I want to date black chicks kind of like phase.
Okay.
And this one black chick had like, you know, the cornrows,
Sure.
wife beater, softball team, muscles, and I was like,
What was her? So she was gay?
there
There were no signs.
Yeah, like, she's still pretty, but clearly, how was she not?
Dude, you gotta think for butch girls, don't you?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but that happened. Another one was I cheated on this one girl like 7 or 9 times throughout college, and I don't know why I dragged that on. I don't know why.
Ashley's mouth just hit the floor.
She's like, ah. Like at the time, I didn't even think like I'm a pig, or why am I doing this to her, or why am I letting this be okay?
Well, that's not the whole story you told me earlier. She cheated on you too.
She cheated on me once, and I was like, I will cut your tits off. I was so mad. I couldn't like I was just thinking about myself and not putting like it was just I was so selfish. I didn't want to like give anything. It was just all give.
I
or
can't.
get. I was like, I'll cut your tits off. I can't believe you. And like she knew about maybe 4 of them. I was like, oh, that's my fault. And new leaf and stuff. And I feel terrible because she was such a good person.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Well, she cheated on you too, so she can't be that great. I mean, not to play entirely devil's advocate.
it was my fault though. I was like,
It was your fault she cheated on you.
Yeah, because she was miserable.
Well, she made the choice to stay with you. I mean, even if she was unhappy, regardless of what you were doing, if she was unhappy in any relationship, would you expect her to stay in that? If she wasn't happy, it's your fault or it's not. You're only half of the equation.
Yeah, but I think like I was only thinking about how I felt the whole time throughout the whole thing, and I didn't even like having sex with her. I had to like drink beer before, like I just didn't like wasn't attracted anymore.
So why were you dating her?
Because the thought of like being single was more painful. Wow. But this is my horror story. So like cheat on her a lot. Everyone knew. Oh, that's the couple that cheats on you.
Gotcha.
Man, I could have been way happier.
Yeah.
If I just wasn't like living a lie. Yeah, shut up. And he's like, oh, boring.
Oh god,
Boring.
so lame. Oh man, I fell
Good
asleep.
effort.
I mean, that sucks. And you know, not to play devil's advocate, but I kind of understand where you're coming from, where the situation got to.
I
that point.
didn't want to talk about why. Like, if I wanted to cheat on somebody, there's still a reason why.
Well, it's because you're unhappy.
Yeah,
It's because you were
and I
unhappy.
didn't want to talk about any of that shit.
But
you know?
she didn't know how to say she was unhappy either. So the relationship was already over. You were just together most of the time.
Oh, we would right. No, I will dump you if you do that. All right, I'll get like the different light range. Like it was just we would. You
I'll get
never
the
have to.
fat-free.
Yeah, you can never
Jesus.
give up that. Otherwise, it's done. I think.
Yeah.
We would
I will
always-
break up with you.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Large fries.
Fine.
Large fries,
Get
please.
the curlies to go. 1 to go. And we just argue.
God damn it. Small seasoned curlies.
No joke, curly fries are the best.
What's that?
So no joke, curly fries are the best.
Oh, they're so good. I would move out of here just for a basket of curly fries right now. I would move all my shit. I want fries so bad.
Dude, I need your rent money.
Ah, damn it. So, lust versus love. Real quick.
Yeah.
Real short. Lust versus love. Is there a difference? Yes. Thank you. Moving on. What do you think?
There needs to be lust to have love.
Mm,
But
oh.
there can't be love, or there doesn't have to be love with lust.
You gotta have that crazy drive for monkey sex
Yeah.
and be in love. But if you just want the monkey sex, then that's all it is.
Yeah.
That could be anything. Just turn
Yeah.
the lights off. Give a fuck.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
But I think it's really important to have like attraction in the beginning. I forgot where I read it, but like it's 80% attraction, and then 20% you need to work on it. Like when you first see someone, like you wouldn't want to.
Well, I mean, if they're just pug ugly, you're not gonna be like, oh yeah.
Right away off the bat. But if you have to work with them every day, you know that pug ugly one.
Yeah.
And then that's what I'm saying. We can learn to love, and you're like, oh, is that a new shampoo or something? Ooh. And it's just like you just start growing affection, where it's like
Yeah.
lust, and then you're like, oh man, I missed that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you have to be attracted to someone physically to want to talk to them at all. right?
Yeah, and it's weird because I get that in the beginning and then I lose that in the middle sometimes. Like they call it the law of familiarity. It's like
Oh, yeah.
when you start, well, yeah, you start taking it for granted, but it's really not. What's happening is you forget, you stop appreciating what you do have. So if you start like every morning, just be like, oh fuck, I appreciate those tits.
Ah, them titties.
Maybe just something. Appreciate what you have
Yeah.
instead of just.
Yeah.
That's, I don't know, my last 4 relationships.
But
Oops, dude.
Well, yeah, that's what I figured out in myself. It's like you don't appreciate the other one for who they are, what they are giving you. Like
Yeah.
every day. Just every day I'm like, oh, fuck. About something or what I don't have.
Human brain sucks.
What?
The human brain sucks.
Oh, it's horrible. It's like, if it were simple, it would just be good. And then, do we got some bullshit stories?
we got some bullshit.
It's the bullshit hour.
It's the bullshit hour, motherfucker.
That's a beer.
That's a beer.
Clinky.
I lost the page, so I'm just gonna cut this part out. All right,
Ew. Okay, ew.
coming back in. All right, so
The bullshit hour.
the bullshit hour.
I don't even like
I found some relevant stories. I can't even look at it. Just bullshit. It's all true. It's just bullshit that it exists, and that's the bullshit hour. So here we are. 9 bizarre love stories.
Come on, just read the first one and go. It's like these dead
Is
bodies.
this from Ranker?
Oddee.com. ODDEE.com. 1. Man lives with corpse as his lover. You want weird? How about Count Karl von Kozel?
Of course his name's like the Count.
He was not a count. He was not a count.
Okay.
Necrophilia.
Yeah, he just had a corpse as his lover, dressed it up in bridal clothes.
Fucking gross, dude.
Oh god, covered the corpse's
Still better than my ex.
covered the corpse's decaying flesh with wax and plaster.
Oh. That's the most
Dude,
anti-porn
that's just
thing
like,
I've ever heard.
like making me physically sick.
Ha! God! Man with 2 penises falls in love with woman with 2 vaginas.
Wow!
Whoa.
That's 2 peas in a pod right
That's
there,
a
buddy.
match made in.
Was that a leg hanging out too?
Is there a website for that?
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
see flashes of it.
His,
Oh my god!
Ugh.
Come on. These are just scary, horrible.
oh god. A woman marries the man who blinded her. Linda Ross.
Wait, what's that story?
1959, New Yorker Bert Pugach was having an affair with Linda Ross. When she found out about his wife and child, she broke it off. Enraged and despondent, he hired 3 men to attack her, so they threw lye in her face. Lye? You guys know what lye is? It's the stuff that they burned the guy's hand with in Fight Club.
Yeah.
That's
they
why.
make soap out of it.
It's the main ingredient in soap. Very, very bad for flesh. Threw lye in her face, blinding and disfiguring her.
You should have done that to that one girl who's like
Oh god.
testing if you'll hit me. He loves me so much. Oh, he loves me. What a weird advice to give a daughter if he blinds you, though. That true story.
Although he claimed that he acted out of love, the jury sentenced him to 15 years. Still, the 2 corresponded while he was in jail. Either moved by his devotion, wanting to punish him, or because she had nowhere else to turn, Bert and Linda married in 1974. She died in 2013. They wrote a book and appeared in a documentary aptly entitled Crazy Love.
What did it say? She may have had Stockholm Syndrome.
She may have suffered from Stockholm Syndrome, falling in love with her abuser.
I mean, isn't all love a
Yeah, that's
form
like
of
when you're
Stockholm
obsessed with somebody.
Man has had sex with 1,000 cars.
Jesus. That sounds painful. There's no soft spot. Oh, I guess in the inside.
The
but
back
still.
seat of the car. He didn't have sex in the back seat of the car. He had sex with the back seat of the car.
There's worse places to have sex with a car.
He's in a monogamous relationship with a white VW Beetle named Vanilla.
Come on, there's better cars than
See,
Even he's not single. I'm a piece of fucking shit. At least he's dating a car. I mean, they clearly have mental illness, right? These people, you think? Anything?
Yes,
Oh, God.
very much so. A man that goes by the name of Sal 9000.
Yeah. Great.
He married a video game character.
It's over 9,000.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, he married a video game character from.
How can you marry someone, though? Is that even, like, possible?
There's no consent
In a
video
law
games.
or, like, paperwork? Like, you get... Huh?
Woman marries man convicted of killing her twin sister.
Wait, say that again?
Woman marries man convicted of killing her twin sister. So I have a twin. So you kill a girl and you marry her twin sister,
Oh, you sack of shit.
right?
Oh, you are a sack of shit.
Did she end up dead?
Victor Singolani
I
and
don't blame the guy.
Edith Cassis are in love and married. So why is the bride's family so upset? Because Victor was convicted of murdering Edith's twin sister Joanna, a former model, in 2010. He's currently serving 13 years for being a willing participant in Joanna's death, who was shot twice in the head days before her 20th birthday.
Twice.
The happy couple, who have been together since before the murder, swear he is innocent and he is currently appealing the case. Victor is not a violent person and I'm not mad. We love each other. And I'm not mad.
And now that she's dead. No, it's fine. It's fine that he killed my sister.
Edith is guilty of a terrible betrayal, said her mom. Yeah. Twin brothers married twin sisters and have babies.
Wait, what? Twin?
Two twin brothers
Yeah.
marry two twin sisters.
Oh, okay, that's kind of cute, right? Can you do that? But they're all family.
But those kids.
Well, legally it's weird, but there's no blood.
There's no, like, cousin fucking.
Think of those kids though.
There's no cousin. Wait, what about the
So-
kids?
So your uncle
Yeah.
is like a double uncle. Your uncle is also your uncle-in-law. Like your in-law. Your
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So now there's two roles. But that's just wordplay.
it's just doubling up.
Yeah. I mean, I guess blood.
That is weird.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Woman stalker planned a wedding with her victim. Brings new meaning to the term surprise marriage.
Surprise, we're married. Fuck! Oh, Chinese bitch! You got me. Damn it! I'm a victim. So he didn't want to get married, and she surprised him. How's that news?
Got him.
Got him. All nuts are just D's. Got him.
Madeline Desmet
Her name.
met the man who was unidentified briefly at church in 2010 and was instantly love-struck. However, the feeling was not mutual in spite of the fact that she sent him 50 letters professing her undying love. Things got really weird and scary when the woman went so far as to plan a December wedding, setting up a date at the municipal court and even picking out rings for the occasion. The man was tipped off when the jeweler called him about payment. She may suffer from limerence, an overwhelming romantic obsession with an unfamiliar person, as well as fatal attraction syndrome.
Oh, I wish any girl would have that over me. That'd be great.
And then a woman marries a dolphin.
Fuck you. Just push her in the water and hold her down. Like, go real deep.
So I don't even care what her story is. She might have zoophilia, sexual
That's
activity
a thing?
with a non-human animal, as well as bestiality.
That's what that's... Wait, then what's bestiality and zoophilia?
No, zoophilia. Zoophilia, loving of animals.
Okay.
So the difference between lust and love.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Right there. It's
So-
where it's okay, and then it's not okay.
We've gone full circle.
Everyone that commits bestiality is a zoophiliac.
But
Oh, I thought that's
the
what
affiliates
oh, the
are
act of-
bestialities.
The act of bestiality.
Is bestiality. That's... You fucking... Bite her head.
Bite her in the
Showing
face.
it like they're hugging. I wish you would just bite her head.
Oh man.
I wish you were like eating a plate of this Maui Maui or whatever.
Yeah. Like I want dolphin, 100% dolphin tuna right now.
I can't stand the people.
It's not the dolphin's fault.
Yeah. It's like, man, this face, can you blame the sun? The way he squeaks.
Whippy squeak.
Oh.
Ah, the blowhole.
Yeah. Don't put your finger in my blowhole.
God,
talk about
we talked
this.
about this. It's so uncomfortable. It really
Right.
just.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
All right, so, all right. Well, I guess the takeaway.
The
On a
takeaway.
positive note,
What is love?
I don't care. I don't.
Love sucks.
Love hurts.
There's so many songs about this.
Oh,
Wow.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, man.
I really think. Okay, so if you want it to work,
If you want it to work, the tools are out there.
oh my God, that's what makes me sick. Is like how much shit and not. It was saying don't honesty. Fuck you, Psychology Today. What? Like communicate. That is they're simple.
You know, it's.
But we make them complex because
Yes.
we're all
I was.
so smart and it can't be simple.
That's not true. That's just not. No, we're not all smart. No one's that smart. I mean, they have to say these things because no one's doing this.
Oh, I know.
This is how relationships break down. You don't communicate.
The
You don't
fundamentals.
acknowledge.
fundamentals.
Yeah.
Just the basic fundamentals. If you
Yeah.
don't practice it, then it gets crazy complicated.
If everyone did this, no one would talk about it. You know?
it would
if
be a thing. A divorce went like
No. If people follow
Be real.
this advice,
communicate, playful, talk, acknowledge.
yeah. And if you can't do those things, you don't belong in a relationship,
No,
No.
you're ready.
right?
You guys forgot the number one rule. Give the good D.
Get that D. The
that-
name's Miles. Miles D. I think like if you have to put the lover first, I think that's just it won't work if you don't.
Right. Well, it's not really love if you don't.
Yeah.
It's not
You
really
don't
love
put
if you
them
don't
first.
make them like a standing priority.
Like
in
you
your life.
said. What'd you say? You said something good, and I was like, I like that.
Ha!
But it's basically you're saying, every decision I do is about us.
Oh yeah, that's
Future.
that's when I know. Like that's when you can say you're in love is when you make decisions that work for the unit, not just yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that's I think something I don't do enough. That's maybe why I hit home.
Well, you don't have enough reasoning right now. You're not in a
Right.
love relationship.
all I can know is from what doesn't work, which I think helps a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm still grateful for.
I mean, that's
all
how
the
science.
fuck-ups.
That's how science works. You find what doesn't work first, and then you do
Basically.
everything else.
I think you gotta say sorry a lot and own up to every.
You have to be able
Everything.
to.
Yeah. Even though it's really hard.
It's so hard.
Ooh.
It's so hard.
Ooh, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. Ooh. Ooh. I'm sorry because
Spit in the
it's,
food
no,
and
it's
not
my
looking.
fault. Yeah. Sorry. Then you still walk away with feeling something. It's not being. No, I can't do that. I would never do that. If I fucking hate her, I could totally do
Oh
that.
yeah.
But just owning up and being vulnerable all the time, like saying, "Oh man, that
Yeah.
did hurt me, but
And
I know it's not your intent. Can we just clear that up?" I've never done that once. I'm gonna do that my next one. I'm sure it'll be
I
like,
hope so.
I'll probably marry that bitch.
Oh, you know what? I just.
I mean that one.
Yeah, right. I just thought of this now. I was
Yeah.
watching a movie a while ago, Meet Joe Black. You guys ever seen it?
Yeah.
Strongly recommend it. Anyone that has not watched it. Brad Pitt, Anthony Hopkins, wonderful movie.
Yeah, one like
The dad from Arrested Development, he's in there, and he says the line that I'm talking about now. He was explaining why he stays with his wife to one of the characters in the movie, and for the sake of the film, assume the character he's talking to is basically an alien. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so the character asks him, like, what makes it work for you? What's love to you? And he says, well, it works for us because she knows the worst thing about me, and it's okay. And he's like, well, and he asks, well, what's the worst thing about you? He's like, no, it's not like that. It's not one thing. It's a whole bunch of things. She knows everything about me. She knows my deepest, darkest secrets, and it doesn't matter.
But how do you get to that point?
It's a bloodbath.
Ah.
It's just struggle and pain and endurance. It takes work.
But that's beautiful. Like
This is the work you got to put in to make a relationship work.
I know. I didn't know the fundamentals.
Yeah.
The fundamentals.
The fundamentals. fundamentals.
There's fun.
Fun.
More importantly, and then fundamentals. The last part. Whatever that part is, it's good.
Because it makes you mental.
Mental.
Mental. All right, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I'm ready to like go out and just pork one and then date her.
Maybe we'll do this episode again. Maybe we gotta do this again.
I'm porking for a whole new reason. Daddy wants bacon.
Oh god.
I'm hungry now.
Yeah.
I think Chris is thirsty.
Is that bacon juice that runs on the bottom? Like, I want all that. How is that gross?
What does that equate to?
I don't even know what metaphor this is good for.
Euphemisms.
All right. Well, that's episode 5. Love and dating,
Yep. Leave your comments or don't.
or don't. Keep them to yourself.
But that's.
But we need to communicate.
We need to communicate more.
Yeah.
Now get out of our personal space.
Get out of our personal space.
Get the fuck out.
Get out.
All right, and then we'll end it there.
All right. Thanks, guys.